Hey, Shalom Akim. This is Abaya Allah here, the surrogate of Yahawashi / Paradox. And all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Kahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and Greatmillstone taught me this truthful rule well. Peace and salutations unto the shepherds that feed the sheep of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, which means he to be. In the ancient Hebrew, and the only begotten Son, who the word newly called Jesus Christ. Real name in the Hebrew is Yahawashi, which means he to deliver or he delivers. He's coming to deliver the predestined elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you 12 tribes, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians, and those who descend from those 12 that are scattered in every nation under heaven, who have mixed complexions, mixed features, speak different tongues, or even resemble that of another race or nation, but their spirit and bloodline goes back to those 12 tribes. So to you sincere listeners out there, the hopeful elect, all right, to you I say shalom. This is a real quick video.
For those of you that don't know, Jackson, Mississippi just passed what is being called the Jim Crow Law. It passed. If you don't believe me, I need you to Google it. And I need you to understand that this is not an isolated thing. What the GOP does is they try different things out in different states, and when they see that it works, then they start other governors and other local and state governments in other states start mimicking what the other states did. And so you have this in Mississippi, you have AP studies courses being banned in Florida, you have books being banned that are about LGBTQ, about indigenous people, about enslaved Africans. You have some folks in Texas looking to ban the word racism. Yep. Welcome to America.
For those of y'all who don't know what the is going on in the state of Mississippi, they are trying to pass a law to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. Let me say this one more time for the people who can hear me. They are trying to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. And for all you who are young and y'all don't know what the Jim Crow laws are, look up the story of Emmett Till. Enough fucking said. That brings me to my next statement, and it's sad that I even gotta say this shit. We cannot depend on government for help. Because look, government is allowing to fucking happen, bro. We cannot depend on cops for help. We can't even depend on the black cops for help. Rest in peace to old boy. I forgot his name.
Mississippi.
The end of slavery.
Only in Mississippi will we have a bill like this with our history, where you say solving the problem is taking the vote away from black people.
A white supermajority of the Mississippi House voted to create a separate court system and an expanded police force within the blackest city in America, Jackson. The author of House Bill 1020, Representative Trey Lamar, said the bill was designed to help make Jackson a safer place. Here's what's included in the bill. The white Chief Justice of the Mississippi Supreme Court would appoint 2 judges to oversee a new district within the city, one that includes all of Jackson's majority white neighborhoods, among other areas. The white state attorney general would appoint 4 prosecutors, a court clerk, and 4 public defenders for the new district. The white state public safety commissioner would oversee an expanded Capitol police force, run currently by a white chief. These appointments would occur in lieu of judges and prosecutors being elected by local residents.
In 1899, after the Wilmington race riots, North Carolina put a literacy test into its constitution to keep black people from registering to vote. Representative Kelly Alexander said it was applied very subjectively.
Anybody who has to approach a registrar is required to read a section of the Constitution to the satisfaction of that registrar.
The Federal Voting Rights Act overturned that requirement, and the U.S. Supreme Court threw it out. But in 1970, North Carolina voters refused to remove it from the Constitution. It was a big black eye for the state. Ever since, lawmakers have declined to put it on the ballot again for fear of a repeat.
Certainly would be an embarrassment for the state.
Andy Jackson with the Locke Foundation supports the bill and expects it to pass. But he warned lawmakers it wouldn't be a slam dunk. The polling numbers are close. He said it has to be carefully worded so voters understand why it should be repealed.
If you just read it, it looks innocuous. It's just like people have to read. And a lot of folks think, that might be a reasonable standard. And we could debate whether or not it is. But certainly the way it was applied was clearly racist and was clearly used to take the votes away from black folks.
Alexander has filed this bill every session for more than a decade. He's optimistic it'll pass this time.
We have to recognize that we're in a different place in history, that the dynamics in the state are different, and that all of the political parties benefit.
If it's approved by both the Senate and the House, the amendment would be on the ballot in the fall 2024 election. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Clean cut.
That's correct. Being alive in modern times is a ton of looking around at everybody, waiting to find out who is problematic. And today, it's the comic strip Dilbert. The secret he's been hiding behind that blank vanilla stare, he's got a racist daddy. Its creator, Scott Adams, said a bunch of controversial comments about race, and now newspapers across the country have dropped the comic strip. The LA Times, the Chicago Tribune, Washington Post are among many newspapers saying that they will no longer carry Dilbert. That is because Adams, on his YouTube show, repeatedly referred to people who are black as members of a, quote, hate group, and said he would no longer, quote, help black Americans. Adams said he was trying to make the point that everybody should be treated as an individual without discrimination. Elon Musk actually appeared today to defend him, saying the media used to be racist to non-white people, and now they're racist against white people and Asians.
Wow.
Just
why
Elon got to get involved?
I think somebody pointed out earlier. Also, it wasn't like this guy said this like a couple days ago.
Yeah, this wasn't like an old controversy. Literally, like last week, he said it.
I don't understand. Very strange.
We believe after this Passover, things are going to turn up definitively. Okay, a lot of scriptures are going to come to pass, as they already are. All right, so I'm gonna read these scriptures real quick. All right, and hopefully you're edified. All right, and I'll probably show videos, probably see videos before this. Okay, so I'm gonna start Isaiah 19 and 16. It says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts." The Lord destroying this place, all right, from within, using Esau, through, outside influences, all right, to break down this place, okay, destroying his own kingdom, pretty much, the spearhead of his kingdom. It says, which he shaketh over it. Okay, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Salakia. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself. All right, and when this dollar system collapse, okay, when these famines really kick off, all right, and the hammer, of the earth, all right, with these alphabet groups and troops coming against the people here in Babylon and around the rest of the world, but mainly here, okay, Judah's going to be roused up somehow, some way, okay, and one of them is it's going to be happening, down south in Mississippi. Believe they've passed, or they're trying to pass the Jim Crow laws again. Okay, that's the spirit of Esau. We told you he's going to start to show his horns from the bottom up. We in that time with them race riots, them racial tensions. Okay, why? Because Esau, or at least the lower level ones here in Babylon, America, they see that they're losing their kingdom. So now you're gonna have those in positions of influence or power within the government. All right, now they're trying to pass this Jim Crow. Okay, so something's gonna rouse up Judah. All right, and that's gonna bring on what? Race riots, racial tension. Okay, tension is there. It's just gonna be full out riots. Okay, violence. It says Babylon is going to be taken out or taken down by violence, great violence. Okay. It says because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts. This is the Lord's word, Yahawah, which he have determined against it. Okay. And let me continue. I had a bunch of them. Genesis 49:9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stoopeth down, he croucheth as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Okay, the scepter shall not depart from Judah. Okay, because Judah is the head tribe, and our Lord Yahawashi, and our physical king David. All right, from the tribe of Judah, but mainly starting with Yahawashi. All right, our Lord and Savior. Nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, which is another name or title for our Lord Yahawashi. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Okay, and that gathering is going to be the elect, okay, of the nation of Israel, the predestined of the 12 tribes, and also the other nations, including these elites, are going to what? Captivity, slavery. Okay, in the kingdom of heaven, to be repaid for what they've done unto us. All right, after World War III, when the Lord plead with all the nations via ICBMs. All right, World War III, nuclear destruction. All right, what else we have? Of course, this one. Can't wait for this, man. This is Genesis 49:19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Gad is a so-called Native American Indian, all right? But he shall overcome at the last. All right, that's getting ready to happen big time. And just to let you know, I think they said 40 or over 40% of those who are categorized as Negroes are actually North American Indians, okay? Pure-blooded. Pure-blooded Indians, man. So you got a lot of Judites, or so-called Negroes out here that are actually Native American, all right? And me being one of them, all right? So that's getting ready to happen, okay? And that's the warrior tribe of the Lord. Gad, Reuben, which is a Seminole Indian, okay? And the half tribe of Manasseh, which are the Cubans. All right, so let me see what else we got. All this is getting ready to be turned up and activated, these scriptures. And it says, Isaiah 13, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. That chased roe is these lower level Edomites out here. Okay, that you see some of them, they back here today. Some of them are still alive. Those pictures you see of the so-called Negro or Native American or even Latino tribes being cooked and dehydrated, being sent around into these neighborhoods after he got hung and decapitated or had his rod having their rods cut off. Whole families being burnt, their houses. Okay, this is getting ready to happen to them on this side. All right, so it says, and it shall be as a chased roe, which is a deer in the headlights. When it's caught in the headlights, all right, because a lot of them know that judgment is coming for them, and they can see it right now. That's why they're trying to pass this Jim Crow law. All right, and they ain't gonna fight against their government too, because they've been lied to. Okay, this video out there, what CBDCs, The U.S. Treasury getting ready to activate this thing now, this year, 10, 20 years from now. The events that's happening in Ohio, over 50 incidences or attacks with these derailments and these chemicals. Okay, they see all of this. They're experiencing this. So they know we in the time of judgment, all right? A lot of you bonehead jakes, something, crazy, like the economy collapsing and it being forced into a corner is going to have to wake the rest of these dry bones up, all right? These other Israelites that's not a part of the elect, but they're going to, wake up and be activated, okay, through these pains and miseries that the Lord is going to bring upon earth, all right, to bring forth prophecy and judgment. And it says, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, all right, because this shame is being seen all over the world right now, even amongst his own, mainly here the American Edomite, all right, through what? The head, Amalek, all right, Amalek, the so-called small adders. It says, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land. Okay, and that's what's happening with these, these deals that have been taking place as of late. Okay, the BRICS nations, okay, siding with Russia, though they're Edomites, but the Lord is going to use the king of the Medes to come against the king of Babylon. All right, and everybody's going to be judged. What, in World War III? That's how the Lord is going to plead with all nations. All right. He's the master, chess player. Okay. The Lord mustereth the host of the battle. Okay. Let me see what else we have. Okay, Jeremiah 30:7. Okay, that's right. It's going into Jacob's trouble, pretty much. What I was going into. All right, so let me go to. There's so many of them. I'm gonna try to get all of them. Zechariah 9:13. It says, "When I have bent Judah for me," which is the Negro, including the West Indian and Haitian. That's the southern kingdom or the kingdom of Judah. All right, so it says, "When I have bent Judah for me, filled the boat with Ephraim," so-called, Spanish-speaking tribes, starting with so-called Puerto Rican. All right, down to the Mexican. Okay, that's the kingdom of Ephraim. It says, "And raised up thy sons, O Zion," all right, "against thy sons, O Greece." Who were the Grecians? What nation of people was that? Okay, same as the conquistadors. Okay, the same that pretty much run and control everything on this side right now. Okay, which are the wicked. It says, "And made thee as the sword of a mighty man." Okay, so like I was saying, that race riot is getting ready to take place. It's going to happen. Okay, the Lord is going to use the righteous and the wicked. Those who are wicked amongst Israel, they're going to start fighting against these devils. Okay, these low-level crackers, the institutions, these troops they're going to have out here. It's going to be all-out chaos, man. 2nd Esdras 15, 16, all going to be activated, man. That, how did you say it? The SHTF? Okay, that's all biblical. Right? There's nothing out here is a coincidence. All right, so what else we have? We got Hosea 7:13, right? Now, this is going into why these things are going to happen to our people. Okay, it says, "Woe unto them." I'm just going to get to the point. It says, "For they have fled from me, destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me, though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me." Now, this is going into what? When we fell under the curses, all right? Captivity, slavery, starting with the so-called native tribes, okay? And then they went on to the so-called Negroid tribes, all right? Us falling under the curses in Deuteronomy. It says, "And they have not cried unto me with their heart, When they howled upon their beds, they assembled themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me. They do that to this day, right? Because the Lord has his prophets out there prophesying and warning them of the judgments to come. All this hell is getting ready to break forth for years. It says, though I have bound and strengthened their arm, all right, yet do they imagine mischief against me. All right. And it says, they return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. They come together, yo, we're going to try to do this, we're going to try to do that. But we know about the Israelites and all, like, yeah, I know we heard it, but we're going to go our own way. Every time they go their own way, to get their ass whipped, and nothing changes. Okay. And that helped from on high. It just gets swallowed up. Okay. It says their princes shall fall by the sword, which is their leadership. All right. For the rage of their tongue, this shall be their derision in the land of Egypt. Which Egypt is this talking about? The second Egypt. Okay. Modern day Egypt. Where we were brought here into slave ships. Okay. Going back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. All right. We'll be brought forth into the land of Egypt again with ships. Okay, because remember, the ancient Egypt was destroyed. So let me see. I got two more, then I'm gonna close it out. This is Isaiah 10 and 5. All right, and this is what all of this hell, all this hell coming down with these troops, these foreign troops coming down on our people to take them out their houses, putting them in camps, and things of that nature. This is Isaiah 10 and 5. It says, "O Assyrian," which is modern day Edomites today, their military troops. It says, "The rod of my anger and the staff in their hand is my indignation." And remember, the Assyrians put the 9 tribes or 10 tribes into captivity. Okay, during the Book of Kings. They were a terror pretty much to so-called native tribes or Spanish-speaking tribes at that time. That's how they got here to the shores of America. Before Christopher Columbus or anybody got here. All right, they were under or in captivity under the Assyrians, and they were brought here. All right, to the shores of America, where never mankind dwelt. I think that's 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. All right, and it says, "I will send him," or these Edomites, and positions of power with their military against an hypocritical nation. Our people are hypocrites, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. Okay, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. All right, that's going to be what Jacob's trouble, the final Jacob's trouble, the Jacob's trouble, all right, which we're in. And he said, there's Ezekiel 21 and 11. Again, that this is a continuation of pretty much that scripture I just read. Ezekiel 21 and 9, it says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It containeth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished," right? The Lord himself, to these devils, all right, "that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer." Who's the slayer? And who's the sword of the Lord? Going back to the book of Psalms. Esau, okay, and his alphabet groups, his military troops, okay, and now you have an answer as to how this man, this weak man, really had took us down, and he's getting ready to do it one more time. As we like to say, Manifest Destiny has a part 2. Okay, he's going to do what he does. All right, the Lord gave him a charge, but at the end of it, he's going to lose. All right, Our Lord Yahawashi is going to take him and all the other heathens out of power because they think they up next. You know, all these other heathens, but Esau is trying to upset prophecy, but he's trying, but he can't. All right. That's why he's going to try to. That's why he's going to come down with that great wrath. Revelation 12:12. Try to institute his own artificially intelligent kingdom. All right, that's not written in the prophecies. So the kingdom of heaven is next. So I hope this video was edifying to the elect. Till next time, shalom. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Barakathum. Till next time, shalom.